Yo, peace to the gods on earth. Reflected light from the melanated mystic, BaBaJi. So this video reflection, I wanted to talk about biology, right? Here in Carbonation, we study the 5 sciences: astrology, biology, quantum physics, melanin, and grounding. And we also, our 6th science is Gaget. So through the Messiah, my higher self, that has sparked my mind of divine knowledge of self, enlightenment, endarkenment, giving me true understanding of reality and how it is holographic in essence, and how we are God. See, the 6 sciences that we teach is proving to you with objective facts that you are God, reflection, and I am your reflection, meaning everything is one. We're all connected. We are all the universe, and we are all the sun vibrating on different frequencies of itself. So, fix my zipper real quick. Well, it don't matter. But what I'm getting to, reflection, biology, right? As above, so below. All the sciences tie into each other because everything ties into each other. Because everything is connected. You have to realize you have an astrological programming. Depending on how the universe and how the stars and the planets were aligned at the moment of your birth is going to determine how you think and your gene play out. See, astrology determines your biology. So you have to realize, reflection, you have to look at simply, see, we are scientists. You can't just go through life being all subjective, or else you never know what's gonna go on and you're just gonna be in wonderland your whole life. And I'm trying to help you wake up and plug out of the matrix so you can become your greatest version, so you can become your best self, and you can rise to your higher self. See, we have to realize, reflection, everything you see in this reality is symbolic. See, and you have to know the source of life to know where you at and where you going. So I'm bringing you to the source. I'm bringing you to the mind of God, to your higher self. The most honorable master teacher, the melanated mystic, BaBaJi, teaches us this knowledge of self. And I'm bringing you back to this knowledge so you can remember who you are. So, to bring you to source consciousness, you have to realize you are the source of all reality. Without your observation, none of this exists. We come from the nothingness, the primordial waters of Nun. So you are projecting your reality, and you're projecting it through your genes and through your DNA. And you have to realize the black man is God, the melanated man is God, who is the first original being of the universe. The universe, or God's first creation, so he could experience his own creation through the black man. And we know that the black man ruled this whole entire earth plane for millions of years, probably for eons, and that's how it's going back to. But your genes, right? We know that we're all different shades of brown, but everything and everyone is melanated. But some beings are just less melanated, but we know they came from the melanated being. So their DNA is we just have tweaks and stuff in our DNA. But what I'm getting you to is the Kundalini. I'm getting you to your higher self, your awakening of the Kundalini, so you can activate your DNA, so you can get back in touch with your DNA. Because you can even be heavily melanated and lack neuromelanin and lack a connection to the universe, and you can have dormant genes and DNA, and you're not even using your melanin for the right things. So we know that melanated beings were the first mathematicians, the first scientists, invented pretty much everything, built the pyramids, ruled this whole earth, built pyramids. So to stay on subject, biology. The more closer and connected you are to nature and to the divine knowledge of self, the more you will be able to activate your DNA and your, what we can call extraterrestrial genes, what we can call your God genes, right? And you can activate your DNA. DNA is everything. And you are a piece of DNA, but you have to realize you have the whole universe within you that you can access because you are the source. And the more you connect to Ra, the more you connect to the sun, right? The more you connect to nature, trees getting more, the more oxygen you breathe, the more your brain is going to be able to function at its full capacity. The more that you ground and put your feet on the earth, right? Grounding. And the more connected you are to nature, right? See, we have to realize that foods play an important role on our genes and our DNA. The things that you are consuming, mainly people, knowledge, information, the information that you are, see, I'm activating your DNA right now just by speaking knowledge and giving you gems. So you have to realize that that's the most important thing, first of all, is knowledge, because all is mental. So everything else comes after that. Seek the kingdom first, and all else shall be added unto you. But knowledge and information is the most important thing. Why do I say this? Because everything is information. From the food you eat, to the people that you put yourself around, to the environment you are in. Everything is information. Everything is energy. Everything is the sun. And how you are activating your DNA is by becoming more intellectual, is having more knowledge. The more knowledge you possess, the more you're able to be activated, and your DNA will be more lit, and then you can actually activate others' DNA and help the collective in the Christ consciousness and this earth awaken, because we're shifting into higher dimensions. We're going from like a less dense or more dense dimensions to less dense dimensions, where we're able to manipulate energies quicker and faster. See, when you have so much false program and false information from eating genetically modified organisms, like you're eating the wrong food. If you're in school, you're taught the wrong information. We're being taught by the white man. And this is actually stunting our growth. This is actually stunting the awakening process, and actually bringing a lot of people more to sleep. If you eat McDonald's all day, all you do is the same shit, and you never give yourself real information, and you're just entertaining yourself and distracting yourself. This has an important effect on your genes and your DNA reflection. This is going to really affect you, and this is going to make you way more likely to fall asleep in these times. But the point I'm trying to make is, it's time. The time is here. The age of Aquarius is here, and this is not the time to be asleep. This is the time to be staying in the knowledge and activating your DNA so you can make these shifts, because they putting a lot of fear out. You know, we got this whole virus bullshit out, and the 5G, all these things are distractions. This shit does not matter. But it is actually, the beauty of it is, keep a healthy perspective. The beauty of all of this is, it's actually forcing you to see yourself and forcing you to self-reflect. And it's actually, Allah is doing everything. So actually God is using the devil, using the confusion and using the lies and deceit to actually push us into awakening faster. So this is actually a beautiful thing that is happening right now. All of this is a beautiful thing. So DNA. What is DNA? I am my DNA. I am my genome. I am my astrological programming. We're all running off of astrological programming. But the thing is, the old world, right? false religions, false doctrines, old information, the age of Pisces with religions. This information is no longer useful. It's like information that we don't need because we have new information right here. And a lot of people running off of an old software. They're running off of an old computer system. So they're going to still think like, oh, they haven't upgraded their iPhone yet. See, they running off of an old program because they eating the same shit and they doing the same things. So they think they still running off of Age of Pisces, and they're like, but what's happening in the Age of Aquarius, those that are getting the light codes and getting the information and applying it, we're the ones that are actually becoming the teachers, and because we're the ones that are actually evolving and getting the upgrades and advancing and vibrating higher to new dimensions of thinking, because we have this new information given to us by the most honorable prophet, master teacher, the Melanated mystic BaBaJi. So yeah, I'm gonna make a part 2. I love myself.